Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp. Sorry, I just kind of flopped right down there in my chair. Today we are going to be making, I showed this card. I showed this over on my Facebook page the other day and said to stay tuned. I'd have a video soon. So we are going to be doing this Lattice trellis card. I've seen it called both, yeah, let's get started. I'm using the Irresistible Blooms set. I'm using the suite, actually. Well, it's not really a suite, but it should be. I'm using the paper, Hello Irresistible paper, and then also the dies. And not a lot of stamping other than the greeting, but a lot of die cutting. So I took these two patterns and did a whole bunch of die cutting. So the large flower matches up with this, the small flower matches up with this, and then the leaves, this matches this 3, and this one matches the 2, and then the little one right there matches that one. So I just did a whole bunch of die cutting. And yeah, except for the envelope. I did some masking on the envelope right there because I didn't use any designer series paper on here. The number for the paper Hello Irresistible is 161139 if you want the paper. I will try and remember to get the bundle because these are online exclusives. You cannot get them. They're not in a catalog, so you can't like look at them in a paper catalog or anything like that. So I'll try to remember to put up the bundle number. Hopefully I won't forget. Okay, so first thing I did is I took a piece of, I don't think I cut that down correctly. We need a piece of 4 1/4 by 11. Oh, I did. Okay. So 4 1/4 by 11. And then we are going to score it at 5 1/2. Make sure we get the scoring or the cutting blade out of there. So we are going to cut it at, or score it at 5 1/2. Then we're going to put it down to 3 1/4. I think I'm going to do this side. For some reason, this side is a little bit warped. So, put it at 3 1/4, and then that we are going to cut off. We're going to use this though. So this just gets folded in half, and then we're going to score that in a second. This piece right here, and I am using the thick basic white. Works a little better, not so flimsy of a card. Okay, so this piece we are going to cut out as many 1/2-inch strips that we can. So I think we can get about 5 or 6. So we're just going to cut 1/2-inch strips with this leftover piece here. Now I have seen some videos where you can pretty much get one whole card out of here. I am using one additional strip because, let me see, did I do, no, I can't remember. This piece right here, yeah, it is a 1/2 inch. So we're going to use, go down 1/2 inch, or I mean, and then you're going to have this little strip left over that I do not need. I'm going to get one of my leftover 1/2-inch strips here, and I'm going to cut that to 4 1/4. And this is already, well, almost a 1/2 inch. So we'll cut it down just a tad. So there we go. All right, now let's take our card base. Let's give this a good burnish with our bone folder here. All right. Then I'm going to open it up. I'm going to take a little piece of Post-it note paper. You can use, let me use this, it'll be easier. We're going to put that right at the fold. Okay, this is just some Post-it note tape. I'm going to take the splatter from the stamp set. Let me get my other piece out here. They're both kind of torn up, but because we're going to be stamping off a little bit. All right, then I'm going to take my pretty peacock. Ink it up with a splatter, stamp off, and then just stamp on here. Well, that is the second time that I have done that lately, isn't it? Didn't ruin it though. Whew. All right. That is done. So I will save that because it's not that used. All right, now I'm going to take a piece of this Easy C Crafters Essential low tack tape. You could use a piece of washi tape. If you use washi tape though, you're going to want to get some of the sticky off. Even though washi tape is not that sticky, you're still going to want to get some of the stick off. So I'm just putting this, I'm trying to get it straight here using my grid paper. Okay. Then I'm going to take another piece and I'm going to stick this down here, right down there. I'm also going to take a block and put that up there to keep that down. I'm going to take these pieces of basic white, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, now the sticky is up on this, that's why I had to tape it down. I don't know if I said that. So you want to make sure that the sticky is up, so that will stick to these pieces of basic white. So I put that underneath here, stuck it to it, laid it down, and then put this on top so it would hold it down, because this part right here is not sticky. But you're going to need something to hold this down. And I'm just trying to get an even measurement between all of these strips. That way I can take this up and I can move it so we get even distances between. Again, I'll take that one up. All right. All right, so those are all stuck down. Now I'm going to take these two pieces and I'm going to put them right here. So I'm just kind of gauging my distance here. There. And I'm just kind of putting like a ½ an inch up at the top there. And then I'll cut the bottoms off so that they are kind of even. All right, so now I'm going to take my glue. Now that I know where I kind of want this, I'm just going to put little dots down the lattice pieces. And then this is going to go right on here. Right like that. And then we'll take the other piece and do the same thing. Just kind of trying to get, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. For this, for the most part, this side is going to be covered up anyway with the flowers. All right. I think I kind of did this wrong, actually. This one should have been down just a little bit so that there's a gap between here, but I'm going to leave it because there's a little bit, I forgot. This should have a gap between the first line of the trellis and the top of the card, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's still going to be pretty. All right, so now we're going to gently peel this tape off. All right, and then I can use that again on something if I can get it to not stick on me. There we go. Okay, then I can take some scissors and I'm going to cut these off. Right like that. So then that goes to the end of the card. But like I said, put a gap between your first ones here. I don't think it really looks bad, but it would probably look more like a trellis if you put the, I made that one the other day, so I already forgot. Yeah, it's fine. All right, then, like I said, I cut out a whole bunch of flowers from that paper. They have a die that will cut them out. So I'm just going to kind of put them where I want them. I know I want 2 on the bottom and 2 large ones on the bottom, and then the smaller one in the middle of them. And then I will just take the leaves and I will fill those in. Now, I did cut 2 of the edges of the paper because you're going to see through this, and I thought it was kind of neat that you could see through the openings, but then the flowers are right there. So I just used the edge of the paper. Oh, where did it go? So these ones right here, I just die cut those out as well and use that straight edge on the inside of my card. So then you're getting pretty much, you're using all of the flowers. All right, I'm just going to take some dimensionals for the top flower. For the bottom flowers, I am just using glue. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right here. You're going to be able to put more glue where you need it. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue right there. And then I'm going to put some over here because I know I want it there. And then I'll put a little bit right here. Just like that. And then this one is going to get some dimensionals. So that is going to go on these flowers right here. Just like that. And then we can put this is a little bit big for that one. We can put that one right there. And then we're going to put some of the greenery on here. So we can kind of push that in anywhere that you want it. I'm using some big ones, some little ones. And I'm just kind of filling in right at the moment so that I can kind of gauge where I want to put the flowers. Okay. And maybe put another little one over here. And you can put a big one down here. Okay, put a little bit much glue on there, so let me peel that up just a tad. And I can also cut this off just a little bit. There we go. So we can get that one in there. There. All right, and then maybe I'll put another little one over here. You just kind of put them anywhere you want to. Maybe I'll take that one out. Put that one in there. Just need to make sure that I have enough for the inside is what I want to do. All right, so now I can take my glue and I'm just going to stick it underneath the leaves where they are. Just like that. Still want to make sure that you don't have any glue that seeps out to keep your card closed. So just don't be too crazy with your glue, like I was right there. Okay. You're going to see the back side, but I don't really think that anybody's going to come at you for giving them a beautiful card and then saying, I can see the back side. So I think you're good. Oh, I don't know what it is with this glue. It's not like it's... Okay. All right, so that is all good, all glued down. So then on the inside, I just took a couple of these. Let me see how I did it. I don't remember already. And stuck these down right to the edge. Got a little bit of glue on there. So I'm going to take my adhesive eraser. There. I've seen other people put strips of piece of colored cardstock or designer series paper here so that you can see it through the lattice. You could do that if you wanted. I kind of liked the way that it looked, just seeing the white through it. But then when you look over here, you can see through the strips, you can see some of the this paper over here. Let me see. So now I'm going to take one of the 2 leaves here and stick that under here, just like that. All right, so it looks like that. All right, so now I have these leaves that I will just put back in my storage envelope and save it for the next time. All right, so there is that. Okay, so now I have, get this closed up here. I have a little strip, whoop, there's another one. I have a little strip of basic white, and this measures 1 3/4 by 7/8, and I'm using the Hooray It's Your Day from the stamp set, and I'm using my Pretty Peacock. So happy that this is back. This is one of my most favorite colors. I used packs and packs of this color when we had it the last time. Okay, let's see if I can get this in here. Alrighty. And then to mat that, I have a piece of Pretty Peacock that measures 1 7/8 by 1. Yes, 1 7/8 by 1. So then we will just adhere those together. All right, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this. And that is going to go right here. I'm going to slip that kind of underneath the flower a little bit. Right there. So then you'll have plenty of room on the inside to write up here. You can write down here if you want to, of course. Okay, there is that. So there is the card in a nutshell. And then I took some iridescent iridescent pastel gems. I got one right here. It does not want to. Okay, and I'm using the white. I'm going to have to get some more of these because I have used them a lot. I like them. They're pretty. All right. So just kind of put them anywhere you want to. I did use 6, which of course is not a odd number, but this keeps sticking up a little bit. I did 3 and 3, so it's kind of an odd number. I just think these are so pretty. I like them a lot. All right, so there is that. And then for the envelope, I took, now this is Flirty Flamingo That's the color that is in the Designer Series paper. So I took some Flirty Flamingo. Make sure that I do my envelope correct this time. I took the smaller of the flower and I put it over here. And over here. All right. Then I made a mask with our masking paper. We have Stampin' Up! Masking paper, so I made a mask. I cut that out. And I stuck that on top of the flower. Then I took some Lost Lagoon and the 2-petal leaf. And I stamped that. All right. Then when you pull the mask off, it looks like the leaves are behind. So you really don't even have to do a full mask. You just have to do at the bottom of the flower. All right. So there is your matching envelope. And then save this. This has got plenty of sticky on it. So I just put it inside my case right here, and it's ready for next time. All right, so there is that envelope and card. This out of the way. Here is this card that I made earlier and the envelope. And there you have it. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.